Hello there, lovely people. This is me, Ashley, here, sending my love to you from whatever reality I'm in today to whatever reality you happen to find yourself in. This is a continuation video of a live that I just did a few moments ago. And during that live video, we conducted a live reality experiment. So to those of you who didn't see that video, I'll give you a little an update, a recap as to what happened. A few days ago, I noticed that my reality had changed, and the famous the famous painting of Henry VIII standing, carrying and holding something in his hand had changed again. Now, I did want to do a video sooner about this, but for one reason or another, it never happened. So hi, Vicky. Hi, I'm glad you rejoined. So I went to look before making this video at when I originally first found out about the change, I went and had a look online on Google, and I put up what is Henry VIII holding in his hand in the famous painting, and I put it onto images, and on images I found one by debunkingthemandelaeffect.com. And so I went onto this. Hi, Loyalty Mitch. Hi, everybody. Hi. So when I was online the first time round looking at this information, at this debunkingthemandelaeffect.com article about Henry VIII and what he was carrying, there was absolutely no mention of Henry VIII carrying a pair of gloves in his hand at all. He was trying to say that he was carrying he was either carrying a purse or a turkey leg, and that there was absolutely no mention whatsoever on the original article about gloves. However, since reading that, because I actually showed it to a friend of mine, and I said she remembered, like myself, him carrying a purse of money. Many of you remember him carrying a turkey leg. Very few of us actually remember. I don't think remember him carrying gloves, and I certainly didn't. So I went onto the site today, and it's changed. The actual article has changed. It's not just the photograph, because the photograph was showing gloves in his original article because the reality hadn't caught up yet. The words seemed to change before the picture did in this instance, whereas today it's a different article. He's now talking about how, in fact, both the turkey leg and the purse didn't even ever exist, because it's always been gloves, and the picture is now of gloves, and the whole article is talking about him having gloves. So in the live that we did before, I asked everybody that was watching to please get off and please go onto Google, ask the question, what is Henry VIII holding in his hand in the famous picture? Go onto images and look for debunkingthemandelaeffects.com, and I wanted you to tell me what you were seeing. What was the article showing for you? Now, some of you were showing gloves, the same as myself, and you'd never had gloves before. That was very strange. Obviously, it's the same reality that I'm in. But I think Prel, he went and had a look for me, and we proved without a shadow of a doubt that we are not in the same reality at the same time. But we also proved something else that was very strange, because in his reality, when he looked on Google, the article was only talking about the turkey leg and the purse of monies. In his reality, the article was like mine was a few days ago, where it was debunking it, whilst showing hi Jemima Puddle Duck. So I wanted to know live, and Prel said that in his reality it was still showing the turkey leg article, where he was debunking the turkey leg with the purse scenario. No mention whatsoever of gloves in his reality yet on the same article, which is the same one that I saw a few days ago. However, between me seeing the article originally a few days ago and today, in my reality, it's a whole new article where it's including the fact that there is gloves, and that he's debunking both of the other paintings that he says never existed. The one with the turkey leg and the one with the purse of monies never existed. It's only always been gloves. Now, as we were talking, it suddenly dawned on me that The man who wrote the article, the updated one, to me, the updated version, like the new reality version of the same article, that person in that reality proves that if you don't see the Mandela effect, no matter what reality you are in, you are not seeing the Mandela effect. You are only seeing your reality. It also showed me that the man in the reality of trying to debunk and only mentioning no mention of gloves, the man in that reality, the man in the reality writing about gloves has no idea that there's a version of him not writing about gloves at all. Whereas I remember 3 realities. I remember my original, which was a purse of monies. Then I was in the reality where it was a big poster of Henry VIII holding a turkey leg in the town that I'm living in. And then now I'm in a reality where he's holding gloves. And whatever reality I'm in, I hold and retain the information from the other realities that I've passed through. I am well aware of the other realities that I have passed through. I am well aware that there was a reality, my original reality with the purse. Then I went through the reality with turkey leg, and now I'm in a reality with gloves. But the man who isn't Mandela affected, no matter what reality he is in, he is not seeing, he only sees his reality, and he has no idea another reality with another version of himself in, not mentioning gloves at all. That's mind-blowing. That's mind-blowing. So Richard was, sorry, not Richard, hi Richard, I meant to say hi Richard to you. So Prell went online, and in his reality, he's not talking about the gloves yet. He's in the reality that I was in a few days ago, where he's not talking about the gloves yet. So I've asked Prell in a few days' time to see whether the article catches up with the reality that he's in, and the gloves, and the gloves appear in the article, because he writes extensively about the gloves in the article, whereas in the first article gloves weren't mentioned at all. So I want to open up this live, really, and have a few of you on, and let's discuss the implications, because it clearly means that the people that don't see, they are, one, not aware that they are in other realities, and they all seem to be stationary within whatever reality they're in, unaware of other realities, unaware of the fact that there's another them in another reality, whereas we are aware that we've passed through because we retain the information. I've not forgotten that I've been in a reality where it was a turkey leg, because in my original reality it was a purse. So I not only did I move into that reality where it was now a turkey leg, but now I've come out of that reality. I'm now in the reality where he's got glove. I still remember my own original reality and the false reality with the turkey leg. So in the glove reality, I am still remembering and retaining the information from the realities I've passed through before. Whereas the man who doesn't see the Mandela effect, his 2 articles are supposedly the same article, but he isn't aware in one reality that there's another one of him in a different reality, and they seem to be static. They seem to be static. He isn't in a reality with a glove reality, remembering that he did an article where he never mentioned gloves. He doesn't know that there's a version of him like that, because in his reality there isn't another version of him like that, similar to us before we started traveling around and shifting through realities. We only thought that there was one reality, and the reality we were seeing was the one reality. Well, the people that don't see the Mandela effect, it doesn't matter what reality they're in, they don't see the changes. And that's what it proved to me categorically, and that opens up a massive can of worms. It's definitely added to the it's definitely added a piece of the puzzle, because it proves categorically that we are different from them. Those people we're not even talking to the same person, because we're talking to a different, we must be people that don't believe in in the Mandela effect. Those people, we must be talking to them in whatever, in our reality, in whatever reality it is we're at in any particular time. but it's a different version of that person. And clearly the man who's written this article in different realities, myself and Prell at least have been lucky enough to see that the two changes, two different versions on Google, by the way, which is showing, supposedly showing the same picture, the same historical picture of Henry VIII and what he's holding. It's a historical picture. It's 500 years old. And yet we're seeing different versions of the same picture live at the same time. And then we're going on to see the same article written differently from different realities. And we now know that the man who wrote it doesn't, the man in the reality where he has gloves has no idea that he was in a reality where he didn't write about gloves. That, whereas we retain the information and they are static within the reality that they're in. Now, why is that? Why? I don't, this is, this is something that it's just, I want to know your thoughts. Why? Right, so hang about there. What is that for? Somebody's just said they mentioned gloves but didn't. No mention of gloves or in the image. Right, Crunchy Bee, thank you. Right, so you've got the original one where he's talking about the thank you, Crunchy Bee, brilliant. You're showing the original, his version, where he's not even talking about gloves. He's not even talking about gloves. You know what I mean? So, but that man has got no idea that that exists, that person, that version of him exists, because he's not aware of the changes in reality. We are. They're static. So you're in the reality there where he has written the article and there's no mention of gloves or in the picture at all. So that will change anyway, Crunchy Bee. Keep your eye on it because it will change at some point. And yet, oh, I just love it. I love it. Vicky, I first noticed the gloves about a week ago. Yeah, about a week ago. Maybe about, say, 5 days. 5 days ago. But not that long. Not that long ago at all. So I just, you see, if I'd have actually done that the original time, we'd probably never have discussed the fact that we would never have known. I would never have gone back to have a look at the article again. I would never have gone back to look at the article again. So, oh, wow. That's really weird. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Yeah, do you mind look, sorry, I'm just reading what you're saying here. You're talking about Caesar. Caesareans are called after Caesar because, yes, he did cut the belly of his sister open to, you know, yeah, and I don't know what it's called. And it was called Caesar, Caesarean after Caesar. You're right, absolutely it was. Right, so for Vicky as well, the gloves are new to me. Just saw them. Yeah, absolutely, not long ago, Vicky. So, yeah, it's the fact that we know. I mean, we know that we're moving through different realities and that we're not in the same reality at the same time, and that we do kind of bounce through each other's the new realities and sometimes each other's forever realities. We understand this, but we didn't understand that the same person could write a different article in a different reality. You know, it's that's what today has really proved. It's proved to us that we are all not in the same reality at the same time, because you can see that because just in the comments here, you're telling me what your reality is now and what you remember, and it's changed. So, and to some people it stayed the same, and to some people this article hasn't changed at all, and there's no mention of gloves in it, and and for me the article has changed completely and it's all about gloves now. But it is the fact that the man who wrote the article in two different realities has no concept of himself in a different reality, whereas we retain the knowledge of passing through each reality we go through. So it proves that they are static in whatever reality they're in, and that we are the ones that are moving through it. And it has to be for a reason, because we are, well, Sorry, I've just read what Debbie said. Debbie, I hope that the statue of the Princess Diana changes, because it's shit. Never seen anything so shit in my life. What a beautiful woman she was, and that bloody statue is ridiculous. But yeah, it shows that if you're not affected, whatever reality you're in, you're not aware. I mean, that man is not aware of himself writing an article in another reality where there are no gloves. He's debunking another reality. There's no mention of gloves, and we've proved that here today, because a number of you have actually now said that you're not actually, either you are seeing the reality where he's talking about gloves, but they're not in the picture, or we've it's just got really weird. It's just got really, 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 really weird. And that has proved that they are static and are not aware of another version of themselves, whereas we are fluid and moving and retain the information from previous realities that we've traveled through. So I'm going to add the link now to see if I can get you to join in. So don't be shy. I know not all of you want to actually come on and be seen. So you can always turn off your camera. Let me have a look. But please do come on, have a chat. Let's talk live about this whole weird scenario. Right. There we go. Let me see if I can. I'm trying to. Come on, are you coming? What's going on now? Paste. Oh, it just says chat. I don't think I've done that properly. Oh. I hate you want to try and do something. Oh, that's just awful. Come on, I'm now stuck. Right, I'm stopping. I can't do that. Right, let's try again. I'm so sorry. I'm such a technophobe. No, I've got that wrong. No, I bet you I kicked myself out. Yeah, I kicked myself out. Sorry about that, people. Right, I'm going to try again. I'm trying again. Right. Invite to guest. Copy to clipboard. Copied. Right. I'm so sorry. I'm such an idiot. What a joyous thing it must be to watch an old lady be such an idiot. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, please come join me. There's the link. Come join me on here, and let's chat about the weird shit. Because I'm absolutely astounded, to be fair. I feel absolutely astounded by that. There's a debunker in two different realities, writing two different articles, debunking the same thing. And yet we retain the information of each reality we pass through, and clearly they're static in the realities that they happen to be in. Why is that? Why do you think that is? What do you think's causing it? What do you think it means? Help a girl out. Because I need to know. I just need to know. And yeah, it's another part of the puzzle, people. Another part of the puzzle. Oh dear. Right. So was he not having anything then, Richard? He's only got one garter now. How the hell is he holding his sock up? How's he holding his other sock up? That doesn't make sense, does it? Right, come on, people. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Press that link. Come on and have a chat with me. So, because I don't like chatting to myself. I'm not very good at just waffling on at myself. I'd rather have one of you to bounce off. So, do come on. Oh, right, yeah. Right. I mean, he's eating a chicken. I just cut through on a. Right. Richard Parker's just going off to see if he was just saying about watching something with Henry VIII eating something or not eating something. Right now, we're not sure. But Jemima, that's really weird. He's only got one garter now. I mean, how the hell does his other sock stay up? Right. So yeah, that what his right one's missing. Surprised he hasn't got Nora Batty feet. You know what I mean? Big wrinkled sock down one side. Anyway, yeah, you wouldn't. You know, this is something that I can't get my head around. It's the fact that it's supposed to be one historical painting, and we're all seeing different versions of it right now at this minute, live. You know, that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that we are literally reality sliders. We are moving through different realities. Oh dear, Richard's just saying he's got a hurricane knocking on his door. Oh no, 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 no! Hang about. I've had a no, 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 no! Don't go outside, Richard. No, no, don't go outside, please. Oh right, so so the two of you, Richard and Vicky, are going through a hurricane warning. That's not good. Oh no, Richard's having the same problem, Vicky, the same as you. Um, you know, it's absolutely. I'm really glad that you're actually here at all, to be honest. But Richard, do not go outside, and nothing's worth losing you for, Richard. Please, nothing. In any reality, you know, we need you. We definitely need you. So you guys, really, please stay safe. I'm a bit concerned about that. I'm a bit concerned about that. The neck chain is what neck chain? You mean he's rough? He's rough. Now I need to know what you're talking about now, Jemima. What colour are his shoes? They were like a brown colour to me. Yeah. Oh right, okay, okay, right. I get what you mean. Okay, be safe, Richard. Be safe. He's not racing out for anything other than something he needs to race out for. Be quick, please, and let us know you're all right. Let us know you're all right, because let's face it, the world that we're in now. I mean, the actual world that we're in now is madness. The weather isn't right. You know, nothing about it's right, is it? We all know that. We all know that. We're living in some kind of weird, terrible, horrible reality. Oh, by the way, people, I was watching Gaia, and I learned all about the archons. And that that kind of blew my mind a bit. You know what I mean? It's whoa a bit. So, would you guys know anything about the archons? Because it certainly covers what's going on in the world today. You know, we know, we're aware that there's so much evil going on in the world today. We're aware of that. And I'm, you know, the thing that I love about us guys is that, I mean, don't get me wrong, we can all be knobheads, but the thing is that we're generally a theme between us that goes amongst us is one of compassion and questioning and love for humanity and each other, regardless of the things that are supposed to divide us. We don't go along with that, and I think that is one of the things that is a wonderful thing to have between us. Yeah, the archons. So you know about them, Vicky. I'd never really looked into that very much. So I'd heard about it, but not really looked into it. So I'd got my mind blown by that to start off with. So any of you that oh, it's got triangles on it. I'm going to have to thoroughly investigate that picture and see what it looks like to me properly. So yeah, I think the archons are something that, well, it just kind of it explains the evil that's going on in the world today. Very much so, it does. And at least we're open and aware. You know, I'm very. So don't get me wrong, taking the red pill is not the easiest thing in the world to do. It really isn't, because I mean, let's face it, we're Mandela affected, so we're seeing reality change, but we're also aware that we're living in an ever increasingly vile world. Whatever reality we move into, it isn't getting better. We are being moved through increasingly viler and viler realities. So, but we are able to retain the knowledge of moving through. And you're right, the debunkers are absolutely nasty and hateful, and they in the I love that. in the McMahon Effect community. I love that, John. That's brilliant. I absolutely love that. Well, we're in the Ed McMahon Effect community. That I prefer that. I prefer that to this Mandela Effect title. So thank you for that. I really, that's amused me no end. Yeah, yeah. It's but it's like it's a case of. I'm sorry, I'm talking. Oh, right. Oh, did you? Mandela Effect, Jonathan Bardsley. I heard you talking about Fred Dibnah, a dose of reality from the same town, Bolton. Hey up, Bolton. Yay. I'm well impressed. I love a bit of Fred. I bloody love a bit of Fred. I've been watching him recently. He comes on every now and again. I've just been in my hometown with my family. I don't have a TV here, but I do it in my hometown. I've just been watching him again recently. Absolutely brilliant. Hi, Sharpest Blade. So yeah, I think that we should adopt the Ed McMahon community, the Ed McMahon Effect community, because that sounds a damn sight better. Because I think we all absolutely hate the Mandela Effect as a type. So yeah, I did actually. Please scroll up and get the link and come and talk to me live, please. If you're not in a hurricane area, because don't get me wrong, I do understand that you can't even risk that on your Wi-Fi is going down and things like Vicky. Please come on, I'd love you to. Anybody at all, because right now I'm just talking to myself, and I don't like doing that. I prefer to have you guys to bounce off and get your ideas, and that's the way we've learned. That's the way we've understood a little bit of what we're going through, the basics that we haven't even our anchor memories. We have never been in the same reality at the same time, even though we do share so much of the same anchor memories. We don't share exactly the same anchor memories, and we're not in the same reality right now. Hey, oh, you fell asleep, futuristic. Oh, love. Do you fancy coming on and having a chat? Because you're perfectly welcome. I really, I don't like sitting here talking to myself. I'd much rather be part of a conversation. And although it's lovely to be able to speak in amongst the chat, it's not as easy for me to chat and keep up with what's going on in the chat. So, do you know what? Me too, Mandela Effect, John. But please, Jonathan, you're the first person to say that. Oh, I want to hug you. I'm hugging you right now. Jonathan, I was as well. My mind was blown. I'm sorry, to those of you that don't know, look, we had a war, the War of the Roses between Yorkshire and Lancashire, and and Yorkshire has taken up a whole swathe of across the Pennines. The Pennines is the backbone mountain range going through the middle of England, and Yorkshire is on one side, and it's now nearly to the sea, isn't it, Jonathan? You're the first person to mention it. Thank you, because I've not met anybody else who has been mind blown like that. Like you've mentioned it. Thank you so much. Because I mean, I come from Cheshire originally. I'm in Bradford at the moment. I live in Bradford, but I come from Cheshire. So yeah, I'm pissed off to the max. We had a whole war about it, Jonathan. We had a whole war about it. So yeah, I'm shocked. I'm well shocked by that. The Yorkshire Dales now comes right over nearly to bloody Blackpool. Whoa. So thank you for that. That has made my day. Hi, Danny. Hi. That has made my day. Thank you so much. In fact, to be fair, Jonathan, I'd quite like to meet up. I'd quite like to meet up with you at some point. That would be brilliant. I mean, I really do want to meet some of you guys. It's so difficult. Bolton, Manchester and Sheffield are having a tango. Do you know what's getting to me, Sol? Manchester is now above Liverpool. That's fucked with my head. That's totally blown my mind. Absolutely. No, the Pennines aren't near the sea, Jemima. Yorkshire. The Yorkshire Dales is now right over to the northwest side of the Pennines. It's unbelievable. It's like very, very close to Blackpool now. Crazy stuff. So Sheffield here too. Yeah. Oh, yay. sorry, you lost me again for a minute. I was getting excited about so many Brits being in the house. So yeah, wow, it's incredible. It's incredible. My mind is blown because, but Manchester was never above Liverpool. The Yorkshire Dales were in frigging Yorkshire, not Lancashire. Yorkshire's now grabbed a whole swathe of England. So, oh, are you? Jemima, you never are. You never are. Wow. That's fantastic, Jemima. Are you actually at Saddleworth Village? Because, I mean, I go to Stalybridge quite a lot over Saddleworth Moor. Can we meet up? That'd be brilliant. Can we meet up? Oh, I'm getting excited. We want a Northwest. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's have a Northwest meet up. Jemima, that's fantastic. I didn't know you were so close to me. Wow, that's incredible, isn't it? Look, we've got quite a few Brits in here tonight, so that's great. Yeah. Love, futuristic. It's because we are you Aussies. That's why. Oh, I know. No, that's not a problem at all, Jonathan. But look for me on Facebook. My name's Ashley Shaw. Ashley Shaw on Facebook. Go and have a look for me, please. And we must meet up. Because we haven't ever had a meet up. It's never happened. Brian, oh my God, we had a live tonight. We had a live experiment, and it just blew my mind. It absolutely blew my mind. There's a debunker he doesn't realise he's in different realities. I can't even explain quickly. I can't, but it's just blown my mind completely. And there's a whole load of people from the northwest of England, excuse me, on here. So we're discussing maybe getting together and having a meetup because we don't ever get to. You read The Road to Wigan Pier once, John. Well, you're welcome then, love. You're welcome. But yeah, please go and have a look, because I do think that us Northwesters, we need to get together. We need to have a meetup. I didn't realise, Jemima, I didn't even realise that you lived that close to me. So, whoa. Yeah, anybody's welcome. If you've ever heard of the words Northwest, you're welcome. So yeah, you're a northerner in spirit, so I like that. I like that. That's good enough for me, love. That's good enough for me. I mean, like I said, I am from the northwest, living in Yorkshire at the moment, but pissed off. Sharpest Blade once danced at Wigan Pier. I'm loving this. And do you know what? It's so good to see so many Brits, because at one point it was the odd Brit in amongst like swathes of Americans, which was, don't get me wrong, it was brilliant. I mean, Brian Staveley saved my sanity, which is something. That's something to say, isn't it? He saved my sanity, because he's Brian, and he's just so on it all the time, isn't he? He's just so strong with his determination and everything. So yeah, Brian saved my sanity, most definitely he did. But the fact that there are quite so many, oh right, Jemima, you're actually, right. Oh yes, please do, Jemima. Let me know when. Go, well, like I said, go and actually, if you want to get in contact with me, guys, my email is ashleyshawspost@gmail.com. Contact me on there, and let's have a meet up. In fact, I'll actually put it on, I can't do it at the moment because I'm live, but I'll actually add my email to this video. Write to me, let's meet up. I mean, I'm getting very excited about it all now, because I just, the fact that yes, so yes, Liverpool is not below Manchester. Looking at your own map, going, it's just woo. It's just, yeah, it's just unbelievable, isn't it? That you're looking at Europe and other people around you don't see it. For me, the top of Scotland's come off. We've now got this big island at the top of Scotland, but seeing your own area on the map part of it get taken. I mean, I was actually talking to people saying, well, why didn't we hit, listen to this. I mean, the thing is that when you come from the Northwest and you've in the past had a whole civil war between yourself and Yorkshire, you're not going to sit there and say nothing while Yorkshire try and steal off your land. So it all happened to us before. We didn't know about it. We've just been placed into this reality where one county has come over the Pennines and stolen half our land. You're right. So it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And trying to, I can't, you know, I've tried to say this to members of my family. Like, it's really difficult because when I'm with them, they've all got the TV on all the time. So I am seeing changes like you wouldn't believe. Right, you Brits, question to you Brits. On TV, there's an advert. And to me, I've been in two different realities. One, my original was check a trade, checkatrade.com. Right, that's my reality. And then I went to my husband's house and it was trust a trade, trustatrade.com. In my daughter's house up the other end of the town, it's checkatrade.com, and in the other reality at the other end of town, it's trustatrade.com. What is it for you? Is it checkatrade.com or is it trustatrade.com? I just want to know. I just want to know, please. You know, because for me, it's been different in no matter what, depending on which part of the town I'm in, you know, so I just want to know what it is for you guys. I just interested. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Wigan Pier, awesome. Awesome. What an awesome place that was. All-nighters, sweating your norks off. Swinging your dancing pants. Happy days. Happy days when we just knew about one reality and that was good enough. So, yeah. Oh, right. Check for you guys. Right. Check it. Oh, right. Yeah, you've all got check. Right. That's good to know. Thank you. So it's only my husband that's in a weird reality then. But then he is in a weird reality. He's not affected. The thing is, though, is he's not affected, but he is. He does know some weird shit's going down. He's stopped trying to argue with me about it, although he has now changed his mind and he says that there is no socket behind his eye. And he's one of those that constantly says, well, you're looking on the internet, as if the internet's going to tell you, you know, lies about your own human body. You know, I don't get that, why they can do that. Did it? Change to Lancaster. You don't even know Checkatrade. Whoa, you've never heard that one, Jemima. That's weird. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. It changed to Lancaster. Ooh. We only had one beat to dance to. Sharpest blade. Funny. I'm loving that. Oh, and Jemima, you don't even know Checkatrade. Maybe it's a northern thing. It might be a northern thing, you know. Although, because if you're in Cornwall, that is at the minute, you might not know that. But yeah, it's in, you know, in my daughter lives at one side of my hometown and my husband lives at the other side of my hometown, and they both have different ones. And when I try and look online, when I'm in the trustatrade.com area, I can't find checkatrade.com. It doesn't exist, and vice versa when I'm in the checkatrade.com area. It's just weird, isn't it? So I just wondered what you guys, where you were at with it. So yeah. Google is as pure and honest as a politician. Well done, futuristic. But it should surely, no matter where we are in the world, if we go and say, show us a picture of the human skull, it should show us the same picture of the same human skull. It shouldn't be showing us different pictures of the same human skull. It shouldn't be showing us different pictures of the same historical portrait, should it? That's the weird thing. So, yeah. Right. Yeah, thank God Brighton is still by the sea. Loyalty makes you family, because I think I'd completely lose it if it wasn't. I really do. I think I would completely lose it. Yeah, Lancaster is the wrong district to register a baby born in Lancashire. I agree, Jemima Puddleduck. I absolutely agree. And that's really weird because my nana, who was born in Lancashire, her birth certificate says Lancaster on it, and she wasn't from Lancaster. She was from Manchester. Do you know what I mean? So I always wondered why it got Lancaster on it. I'd always wondered that. But then I'm in Bradford at the moment, and Foster Square is called Forster Square, but there's no R in it. And then suddenly the sign changed and there is an R in it. And that blew, I can't remember what his name is now, but that blew somebody's head off that watched my video, because he'd come from Bradford and he couldn't believe that that had changed like that. So, right. Wow. Locals could see animals that were invisible to the visitors. Wow. So that's amazing. Whoa. Trying to dance to every different Mandela beat out there. I get you, love. I totally get you. It's difficult, isn't it? So are you all like just too shy to come on and talk to me? Although I must admit we are doing quite, I can actually read at the minute and answer you a bit. Wow. Lancaster, that just cannot get me head around that. No, that's just weird. That's just weird. And Sol, that is one of the most strange things ever. I read a story about some Westerners visiting the Amazon, and the locals could see animals which were invisible to the visitors. And that is just about what we were saying earlier on, that we, even people we're stood with aren't seeing the same things that we're seeing. And there we go. That's proof, isn't it? That's weird, weird, weird proof. Right. Okay. Lovely people. I'm going to bugger off for the time being. So email me at Ashley Shaw's Post, ASHLEIGH, Shaw's Post, all in lowercase, at gmail.com. You Northwesterners, let's meet up. Jemima, I'd really like to meet up soon. That'd be great. I'd like to meet up with all of you, quite frankly. It's about time. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Jemima was just saying she reckons we have got connections between each other, like being somewhere together without knowing in the past, or having someone in common or something, some connection. I agree. And that's basically what I was asking earlier on. We do have some connection. We have to, because we remember passing. Yes, so that's it. Ashley Shaw's Post at gmail.com. That's me. Thank you. Yeah, get that. Get in touch, please. Get in touch and we'll meet up. I need to meet in the flesh real Mandela affected people. Futuristic. I'm going to probably tomorrow night, actually, while I'm feeling well. I want to do as many as I can, because I'm not always able to. But tonight I've been able to speak properly and everything, so hooray for that. So yeah, let's get together, us Northwesterners. Jemima, as soon as, please. Oh, thanks so much, Chris, and I'm so sorry you just popped in as I'm just leaving. But yeah, if anybody of you that are watching this video after it's live, please let me know what your reality is as far as looking at Henry VIII's picture with either, now in my reality it's a glove. I want to know what it is in your reality. Excuse me, and what you think about the Mandela Effect debunkers whose article has changed and it is different in different realities. Whereas, as I've said before, Colombia, hello. Yep. I miss the old sun too, so much, Jero, so much, so much. So, oh, no, I didn't, Chris. So, yes, I'm sorry for, yeah, me too, actually, Sol. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for helping me. Without you guys, I would be an absolute mess. Thank you all for being in my life. I really love and appreciate you all. We'll get together soon and I'll do a live very, very soon. I hope you can meet me there and we'll talk some more. Okay. Futuristic, loved again. We're still a turkey leg now, no gloves still. Thank you, Futuristic. I know you're going to keep me updated with that one. And we'll speak again soon, people. So until next time, my love to you all.